Alright, so if you want to teach yourself how to sing, this video might be really useful for you, so I really recommend you save this because it might be kind of long, but I will explain all the things that you can work on when it comes to singing, and I can assure you that you will go from like 0 to 80% better. This is what's helped me, and I've just been doing a lot of research the past 2 years, trying to figure out how to sing better. So I did research. I also talked to different vocal instructors. I went to 1 or 2 sessions. I even went to physical therapy, believe it or not, trying to fix my voice. So after doing all these things, here's what's helped me. And again, I am not licensed by any means to teach this stuff, or I'm not a physical therapist. I'm not any of those people, okay? So again, take this with a grain of salt, but it's something that's helped me. I have a progress video pinned on my profile if you want to see the improvement that I made. And this is also something that I've just learned from just reading what helped other people as well. So anyway, let's get into it. So the most important thing when it comes to singing is your breath support. Your breath controls your voice. So if you have control over your breath, you could literally do anything with your voice. But the challenge here is your breath support. How do I build proper breathing techniques, So I'm going to explain that. So the first thing to focus on is diaphragmatic breathing. There's numerous exercises on YouTube. You can find that. So work on those exercises. I don't want to go into exercises for each and everything because then this video will be 30 minutes long. But maybe in another video. So first, diaphragmatic breathing. 2, your transverse abdominis, and that is your lower core muscles. It's not your abs. It's not your six-pack abs type of muscle. It's not that. It's the muscles that sit behind that. It's your deeper core muscles. So it'll initially it'll be hard to identify where it is, and even to feel it might be hard. But with time, just constantly working out this muscle, you'll be able to control it. And the key here is, as you sing, you want to engage your TBA muscle. Basically what I do, this may not help you. Different sort of visual cues kind of help. But what's helped me is imagining both of my hip bones, drawing them in together, right? Just visually just pulling my hip bones into the center, right? That's what helps me. But again, look this up. There are exercises that you can do to engage your TBA. And also I do want to say that as you work out this muscle, your TBA muscle, you want to make sure not to overexert or over-tense your TBA muscle, because when you over-tense it, what tends to happen, and what's happened to me, is when I tense my TBA muscle, other muscles became super tight, and that that negates the whole impact that your TBA should have when you sing. So you want to make sure that you're engaging your TBA but not overly tightening. So for example, let me explain this a little bit briefly. So there's some sort of advice online that say, to engage your TBA, you draw your belly button in towards your spine. So I started doing that, but when I did that, I was really tensing, really pulling my belly button in, that it was exerting too much force, too much tension. And because of that, there was tension in other areas of my body, right under my ribs, and it just wasn't working. So I recommend to just lightly engage your TBA. And also, let me actually go into the third muscle, because this muscle can help engage your TBA. So the third muscle is your pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor are the muscles that sit right at the bottom of your pelvis, right? And what you want to do is, as you sing, or on the exhale, right, you want to visualize these muscles lifting up, okay? and it takes a little bit of visualization and time and patience and effort. But you basically, when you draw those muscles up from your pelvic floor, or when you draw up the pelvic floor muscles, it helps engage your TVA. I actually have a really good YouTube video that might help with this, and it's really just an easy breathing exercise. It doesn't really require too much, but it's something that will help you. But then again, there are also like Pilates sort of exercises that can really help strengthen your TVA and your pelvic floor, and you really want to make sure that they're kind of coordinated together. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is your tongue position as you sing. This is, I would really recommend focus on your lower core muscles first, get that down, and then once that's down, then focus on like your tongue position and everything, because you don't want to be thinking about too much as you sing. Then it's only going to inhibit you from singing, because I've noticed the more effort I put into singing, the more my muscles tense up. So you don't want to think about too many things as you sing, right? You want to be relaxed before you sing. So sometimes before I sing, I like physically try to imagine all my muscles relaxing. You don't want to overly tense anything. Anyway, what I was talking about, my tongue position. So as you sing, you want to create space in the back of your mouth, okay? So from your tongue to your upper palate, right? You want to create space back here. So I would even do like exercises with your tongue, like stretching it, like sticking it out, and then like sticking it back in. You can even like move it around your mouth. Make your tongue flexible, because oftentimes our tongue carries a lot of tension. So when you move your tongue around, it really loosens up that tension. But anyway, visualization hack for the kind of the stuff that's going on in your mouth. Imagine like you're like there's a okay, so this is something that I think I saw in another TikTok video that's really been helping me. But imagine there's like a purple ball at the, I don't know why it's purple, okay, don't ask, this is just literally someone else's idea, okay? But imagine there's like a purple magical ball at the back of your, like where your tongue kind of starts, okay? And it's sitting there, and imagine the voice kind of coming from there, like the shape of the vowels or whatever you're singing, it's being formed at the back rather than at the front. I also do want to say, this is something that I've noticed has helped me sometimes, but when I try to imagine where the voice is coming from, it's not coming from my mouth. Like I'm not focusing on the voice coming from here, but I'm rather focusing on my voice coming from right underneath my pelvic floor. I don't know why, I don't understand it, but I've noticed when I visualize my voice coming from below me and not within me, but kind of outside of me, like right under my pelvic floor, and I'm kind of like pulling it up, like pulling it in, I find that there's more breath control. So I don't know, again, that's like a visualization thing. I feel like that also kind of helps to draw in your pelvic floor up as you sing, but that's just something that I've noticed has helped me. Also, when it comes to tongue position, you want to keep it flat at the bottom, like the sides of your tongue should be like attached to the bottom of your teeth, like at the back of your teeth. And honestly, I think that is all that I have in terms of advice. But this, like, if you work on your TVA muscles, your pelvic floor, and your diaphragm, without like overly tensing it, that alone is a game changer. It is a game changer, guys. I don't even know how to kind of really emphasize this, but it really changed my voice so significantly. But I really hope that helps, and save this video so you can refer back to it in the future.